Hello everyone, I'm here to give you a tutorial on Google Meet, which is through Google Hangouts. Google Meet is a great platform to use when making conference calls, especially since we will be working remotely from home. This is a great tool to use when you are running your IEP and ETR meetings virtually. This way, you wouldn't have to necessarily use your cell phone. You can certainly use your cell phone to make conference calls as you typically would. However, we are recommending that you use Google Meet because it's pretty simple to use and it would eliminate you even using your own personal device to make the conference calls for your ETRs and IEP meetings. So I'm here to show you a pretty quick tutorial on how to get Google Meet up and running for your meetings that you'll be conducting at home. So what you will need is when you are at home is your Chromebook or other device that has microphone access. So when you are sitting at home and you are about ready to start your meeting, you just need to go to your home page or your Google page. Make sure if you're not on your own work computer, your own Chromebook, the computer you are on your Google account through Westerville Schools. So I would just go to this top right screen here to make sure that it is your Gmail through Westerville Schools. So once you know that you are on your Westerville School account, you're just going to go to this Apps, Google Apps button right here, which a lot of you are very familiar with, especially some of the Google app functions. So within the app functions, you may have to move around because there are going to be a lot in here. And like I said, there's Google Hangouts that a lot of you probably have seen before. So Google Meet is through Google Hangouts, and it's essentially the conference meeting app, which you're going to have that icon as well. So if you see mine's right up here, it looks like it has that video camcorder and the speech button. So you're going to hit the Google Meet app and it's going to take you to this screen, which is a pretty basic screen and it doesn't really have a lot of options other than to join or start a meeting. And since you will be running your IEP or ETR meetings, you will be the one joining and starting the meeting. So what you will do is you will just hit this button and it will take you to a prompt to put in a meeting code or a nickname for your meeting. Since you are starting the meeting, you just need to come up with a meeting nickname. It can be pretty generic, can be pretty general. For this purpose, I'm just going to put test and then I'm going to hit continue. So the next screen that comes up, it's not going to do anything until I allow my computer to give camera and microphone access. This is essential that you allow your computer to give this access so people over the phone or the computer will be able to hear and see you. So once you hit allow, you will see your face come up. Woohoo! But no worries. If you don't want anyone to see you, they don't have to see you. We just need to make sure they can hear you. So when you're looking at this screen, you're going to see the microphone function and you're going to see the camera function. So always keep your microphone on. If you don't want anyone seeing you through these meetings, all you have to do is just hit this button and your camera turns off and everyone can hear you, but no one can see you. Even if you do have the camera on, for the individuals who will be invited to this meeting, aka the parents who don't have Google accounts through Westerville, they will be on their phones, so they will not be able to see you. I'm going to keep my camera on just for the purpose of this tutorial. So when I come over here, I see that my code name, my nickname was Test. It's indicating that no one is here, so I just now need to invite people to my meeting. You have join now and present. You're not going to use this as a presentation, but you are going to join now so you can invite others to your meeting. So when you hit join now, once again, you're going to see our meeting nickname. So this can be used only within Westerville City Schools. So essentially people that want to join the meeting through the apps or the calendars can search through the nickname. They can also join by giving this link, or if you give them a dial-in number and the PIN number. You can copy all of this joining info and email it to any other staff members who would want to join this meeting. Though you can certainly do that, I recommend just adding people to your meeting. You can give them all this information, or you have the capability of just adding them right here and now when you're about ready to start the meeting, which is what I suggest. So you'll see add people and you'll click that. There's going to be two different ways you can add people. There's going to be a Google invite and there's going to be a call. The Google invite essentially is going to be for Westerville City School staff members, especially if they're at home and they have their Chromebook, because this invite is going to be sent to them through their Gmail. And it's just going to be an invitation, say, happening now, and they have to open up the email and it'll say, Adam Flugie is inviting you to a Google meeting that's happening now. Please click here to join. And then they would click the button and then it would take them to our meeting. So because it's for a Google invite and it's really going to be for staff members, you will just need to start entering the name of a staff member that you know will need to be invited to the meeting, and then their names will come up and you will click their name and their email address and it will add them in. And then you can add other staff members that you know that would need to be included in the meeting. So once you add all of the staff members that will be required for the virtual meeting, you're just going to hit the send invite. So essentially that is going to just send them a Google email right away, and then they will open up their Google email and then they will be able to access the Google email through that and the Google meeting through that. So now the other way to add people is the call access. And really this is going to be the way that you're going to invite parents. So once you've invited staff members, you can go ahead and you can send the invite, and then that will send to them. And now we need to invite our parents. So if you look up here in the top right part of the screen, it has the image of the people. So I'm going to click that and it's going to show me that I'm the only one in this meeting now. I want to invite more people. So I'm going to go back to add people. I've already done my Google invite of the Westerville City Schools employees. So now I want to invite mom and dad. So all you need to do is you just hit call and you are going to put in their phone number here, and then you are going to hit the call button, and then that will essentially call them. Now it's going to be a weird number. When I've tried this and played around with it, it typically is like a New York City, New York number. So we just want to make sure that our parents know we're holding these meetings remotely and that they're going to be strange numbers that are coming to them. But this is why we are really suggesting you use this platform for your conference calls, because it's not going to be your own personal number. So when you call a parent in, it will get them in, and as the parents come in and the staff comes in, they will show up through here. You can continue to add up, I believe, up to 15 people in your meeting. You just need to go back to add people, and if you have more than one parent that are in different locations or any other family members, you will just go back to this call button, put their phone number in, and call. If you have more staff members, you go back here. Now, because these meetings are remotely from home, we're really going to want to minimize the amount of people and really only have the required people for that meeting, and the people that will be able to be excused, we'll just go ahead and excuse them. So this, my friends, is essentially Google Meet. Like I said, this is what we're recommending you guys use as you are holding your IEP meetings, ETR meetings remotely from home. I really strongly encourage everyone over the next few days to play around with this with your colleagues so you can see how this works by inviting them through the Google email as well as calling cell phone numbers. And once you play around with this, you'll see that it is pretty easy. There'll probably be bumps along the way, as there always are with technology, but we are definitely recommending using this platform, as well as you can still use your own personal devices too. So if you guys have any questions, please reach out to your building coordinators, and we will gladly be able to support you along this process as we're all trying to figure this out. All right, thanks everyone, and I wish you the best of luck.